Every second I survived came from something I didn't understand, a pulse in my chest that wasn't mine, a voice in my head that shouldn't exist. I was just a man trying to get through 3 quiet days in a hospital room. But the moment she said run, everything inside me stopped being human. What do you do when you wake up in a locked military hospital? Something alive is moving inside your chest, and every scan shows you are not human anymore.
Something alive is moving inside your chest. Every scan shows you are not human anymore.
They are already inside the building.
No, they're here!
And what? They didn't say it directly, but you learn to read faces when you're locked in a room with nothing but time. Doctors came in pairs now. They whispered before entering, avoided touching me unless they had to. Whatever I had become, it made them careful. Sterile hospital room, glass walls, doctors whispering outside, slow zoom on protagonist sitting still. The scans didn't make sense to them. Whatever was inside my chest didn't match anything in their records or understanding. It showed no heat, no clear structure, nothing they could classify, yet it responded to my body as if it were connected to me. And at night, when everything went still, I could feel it moving. Not in a physical way, not something anyone could see, but something I could sense, shifting, listening, and waiting. The first time I ignored it. The second time I stopped sleeping. By the third night I heard her voice. Run, just one word, which was quiet and clear. I sat up slowly, the room spun and then settled. Outside the glass wall, 2 soldiers stood guard, one relaxed, one distracted, normal, 2 normal. Run where? I whispered, no answer. Only that pressure of a pulse in my chest again, but stronger this time. Then pain, sharp and sudden. It dropped me back onto the bed. My vision fractured, and for a second I was not there anymore. I was somewhere else. Flash-cut dark sky, no stars, moving shadows above, distant mechanical breathing. A sky with no stars, something is moving above it, a sound neither fully alive nor fully machine. Then her voice again, closer this time. They found you. And just like that, I was back. I gasped, the monitor spiked. One of the soldiers glanced over. You okay? I nodded, my chest burned. They found you, I whispered. Yes, that was new. Before her voice felt like a memory. Now it was immediate, present and alive. How? I asked. A pause, then voice came. You are the anchor, they always find the anchor. That word again. I swung my legs off the bed. My body felt heavier, not weak, just different. What happens when they do? Silence stretched and then extraction. The word settled hard, and me, no answer, I didn't need one. I stood up slowly. The mark on my chest pulsed again. Not pain this time, direction, like something inside me knew where to go. Close-up of chest mark faintly pulsing under hospital gown. I looked at the door, it's locked. Of course it was, I stepped toward it anyway. Don't, I froze, too early, she said. They are watching patterns, waiting. Then what do I do? Wait until they make the first mistake. I almost laughed, military doesn't make mistakes. You do, fair. I leaned against the wall, forcing my breathing steady. You said they found me, your people. Yes, how close? The answer came before she spoke, a pulse stronger, closer than your guards. I looked outside, one soldier wasn't on his phone anymore. He was watching me, not casually, not bored, focused. Our eyes met for a second, his pupils shifted. Vertical, my stomach dropped. Close-up, soldier's eyes flicker, unnatural vertical slit. Don't react, she said. I looked away, walked back and sat down. My heart was racing, but my face stayed still. That's one of them, I whispered. Yes, he's human. No, he is wearing one. That landed harder than it should have. How many? I don't know, more than one. Perfect, what do they want? You and the seed. A pause, then you are the seed. I ran my hands over my face slowly. Okay, think. The soldier outside shifted again and still watching. They're waiting, I said. Yes, for what? For you to stabilize, that word again. What happens when I do? They remove it. And me, silence again. Yeah, I muttered, thought so. Another pulse hit stronger. It spread through my chest, my arms and my head. For a moment I could feel them, but not clearly. Jut's presence and direction. Total 3, one outside, one down the hall and one above. On the roof, I looked up. Don't, I lowered my gaze. They're surrounding the building. Yes, then why wait? Because you are not ready. For what? For what you are becoming. That didn't help. You are not just carrying the seed, she said. You are changing with it. I went still. Changing how? You survived the transfer. Barely. No, others didn't. You adapted. I didn't like that, and that means, it means you are compatible. With what? With us. No, no, I said out loud. The soldier looked up again. I covered it with a cough. You are saying I am becoming one of you? Not exactly, but something new. That was worse. Then it hit again and stronger. This time I saw. Rapid flashes, hallway, heartbeat pulsing, shadow moving along ceiling. The hallway, the soldier's heartbeat slow and controlled. Another presence moving closer. And above, something sliding across the roof. I grabbed the bed. What was that? Connection? It's getting stronger. Yes. Why? Because they are near. I forced myself to focus. You said wait for a mistake. When? A pause, then now. The lights flickered once and then twice. Then everything went dark. The monitor cut off mid-beep. The hallway exploded into noise. Powers out, backup generator, footsteps fast, messy, and human. Go, I moved, door locked. Not that way, right. Window, 4th floor, not ideal, trust me. I stepped closer, looked down. Concrete, yes, no, I said trust me. The mark pulsed hard, heat spread through my body, fast and controlled. Jump, I laughed once short, they're coming. No time left, I climbed up and jumped. For half a second, regret, then everything slowed, not stopped. Just softened like gravity loosened. I hit hard, but not deadly. It's a live slow-motion fall, impact roll, snow scattering. I lay there for a second staring at the sky. Okay, that's new, yes. Voices above, they saw me, move, I ran. Snow crushed under my feet, my body felt lighter, faster, sharper, everything clearer. Where am I going? North, of course, always north. Behind me shouting, target outside, don't lose him, too late, I kept running. The cold didn't bite the same anymore, it was there but distant, another pulse but stronger. They're tracking me, yes, how do I stop it? You don't. Great, then what's the plan? You survive, that's not a plan, it is now. I ran harder through snow, wind, and darkness, and that feeling was not fear but something else, as it was an expectation. They're not just hunting me, I realized. No, they're waiting, to see what I become? Yes. I slowed for a second. What if I don't like it? A pause, then it doesn't matter. I kept running. The pulse in my chest matched my steps now, steady and controlled, alive. And somewhere out there they were getting closer, not chasing, just waiting for me. Wide-shot figure running through snow, distant silhouettes moving in parallel. Somewhere deeper in the forest, the signal spread beyond the trees. Something far older than the hospital systems responded, as if my movement had unlocked a sequence that had been waiting for years. And for the first time, I realized I wasn't escaping anything. I was leading it forward. And then something changed, a flicker, not in the world but in my mind. I saw her. Not as a voice anymore, but as a presence standing in the same snow that I was running through. Calm, watching me like she already knew every step I would take. And then I understood what I had been avoiding the entire time. The seed inside my chest wasn't just a thing placed inside me, it was placed there by her. She was the one who spoke in my head. She was the one who guided every direction. She was the one who told me to run, not as a savior, but as the origin of everything I had become. She didn't save me, she started me. And for the first time, she didn't feel distant inside my mind. The space between us collapsed. It wasn't just a voice anymore, it was alignment. My heartbeat no longer felt like mine alone, it matched something older, something patient. The snow beneath my feet seemed to respond, almost waiting for the next command I didn't yet understand. And in that silence, I realized this was never about escape, it was about return. And as that realization settled deeper, the forest around me stopped feeling empty. It felt aware. Not watching like soldiers or hunters, but recognizing me like something long lost, finally stepping back into a known path. The wind shifted direction without reason, and for a brief moment the snow stopped falling entirely, as if the world itself was holding its breath. I could still feel her presence, not above me or behind me, but within the same rhythm I was moving through. And I understood then that whatever I was becoming, it was already accepted somewhere beyond this place. The silence didn't break after that. It deepened, like the forest had folded inward around me. Every step I took left less resistance, as if the ground was no longer unsure of my weight. The distant lights of pursuit flickered, not fading but repositioning, as though they were adjusting to a map I could not see yet. Her presence remained steady, no longer speaking, only existing with me in a shared current of awareness. I realized the chase had changed shape. It was no longer about distance. It was about convergence, and I was moving directly toward its center without knowing why. The forest ahead felt less like escape and more like a threshold I was meant to cross step by step, until there was no separation left between what hunted me and what I was becoming. The air itself seemed to respond, bending slightly with each breath, as if recognizing my arrival long before I did. If this story pulled you into its world, take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is just the beginning. More stories, more strange worlds, and more mysterious creatures are coming soon.